everyone. We're going to find the second derivative of x cubed plus y cubed equals 1 with implicit differentiation. So before we start, just to note, the derivative of x with respect to x just equals 1. And for derivative of y with respect to x, that I'm going to call y prime. Makes the math a little easier to read when you have a complicated problem. So let's go ahead and differentiate. For the x, we get 3x squared times derivative of x with respect to x. That equals 1, so I'm just going to leave it like that, and then take the derivative of y times the derivative of y with respect to x, and I'm going to call that y prime. And derivative of 1 is just 0. All right, so now we're going to solve for y prime. So we have 3y squared y prime equals negative 3x squared. Divide both sides by 3y squared, so you get y prime equals negative 3x squared divided by y squared, 3y squared. And that just equals negative x squared divided by y squared. And this was your y prime, and that's our first derivative. Now we're going to use the quotient rule for our second derivative. So for our second derivative, just let's pull this negative out for now. So the second derivative is just going to be, write down your y squared, then take derivative of the numerator, so that's going to be 2x. And then you write minus, take your numerator, so that's x squared, times the derivative of the denominator, and that's going to be 2y. And since we did the differentiated y, that's times y prime. All right, and then you take your denominator, and that's going to be y squared squared. Square your denominator. So that's just your quotient rule. Okay, on the next step, all I'm going to do is substitute in my y prime. So my y prime equals this. So I'm going to plug that in. So that's going to be, and I'm going to clean up the numerator a little bit. So you get 2x, and this is all negative, 2xy squared minus 2x squared y times my y prime. My y prime was negative x squared divided by y squared. And this is all divided by y to the fourth. All right. Now to get our common denominator, we have y squared is our common denominator. So I want to write, I'm going to keep this negative out here, 2xy squared with the y squared underneath. So I put a y squared here. I have to also put a y squared here. All right. And then just copy down this 2x squared y. These two negatives are going to make a positive. So that's going to be, let's see, divided by x. That's another x squared divided by y squared. All right, and this is all divided by y squared. Now what I can do is, or y to the fourth, sorry. I can bring down my common denominator and make this y to the sixth. So I'm going to have negative. We have 2xy to the fourth plus 2x to the fourth y. And this is going to be y to the sixth now. I just multiplied those two. Remember, this goes under each piece. All right. Now, we want to write it in terms of that because we have to go back to our original equation. So I'm going to factor out 2xy, and then I'm going to get y cubed plus x cubed, all divided by y to the sixth. All right. Well, this equals 1. You have to use your original equation. It goes back to 1. And then also this y goes into y to the 6th. This is going to turn this to y to the 5th. So my final answer is my y double prime equals negative 2x divided by y to the 5th. And that's your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.